グリモワールが来ないんすけど。
なんじゃそりゃ。逆にすげえ。面白すぎだろ。
マジかよ。信じ。
Hello, my pupils. Welcome back to LG Sensei. We all know a lot of anime revolve around likable characters since they help fans become more emotionally involved in the stories. Also, it makes sense that the protagonist who starts out as a weak, everyday Joe before developing powers or perfecting their talents to the point of being a scary hero is a common concept in anime. Here are the top 10 anime where the MC starts off weak but becomes overpowered. Hajime suffers from being dealt a terrible hand, much like Naofumi, the shield hero. When Nagumo and his classmates were sent to a different world, he planned to acquire strong skills like them. But destiny had other plans for him. Hajime is stuck with poor talents as his friends grow into powerful heroes, making him the unlucky victim of common bullying. His life is turned upside down when he gets betrayed by a classmate and falls into the shadowy depths of a dungeon. He finds a powerful relic that grants him additional skills and changes his aura and look. He goes on a journey from ordinary to the strongest person in the world with the help of a vampire named Yue. To save Melromark from the hordes of monsters that assault them, Naofumi and 3 other people were sent to another world as legendary heroes with holy weapons. He was given a shield instead of his teammates' swords, spears, and bows. People in the kingdom mistreated him as a result of this. Naofumi loses his cheerful attitude, his money, and his dignity as a result of being deceived and falsely accused by Melty. He grew bitterness and a cold demeanor. When he was dealt a terrible hand and had to utilize a shield as his only weapon, he fought all odds and grew stronger. Ippo Makunuchi, the protagonist of the Hajime no Ippo anime and manga series, goes from a weak-willed high school student to one of the most skilled and deadly fighters in the show. Ippo shows himself in several ways after Mamoru Takamura puts him to the sport of boxing, changing from an amateur through countless hours of practice and his never-say-die attitude. He learns his own unique boxing technique with the help of Takamura and other friends, and beat the brakes out of many difficult opponents, showing his cultivated power and talent. Thorfinn starts off as a kind and innocent child, but once his father is killed by Askeladd, that quickly changes. In an effort to assassinate Askeladd when he least anticipated it, he joined Askeladd's gang. Thorfinn developed into a cold-blooded adult who was happier staying to himself rather than interact with others. He practiced every day to improve his fighting techniques and was only motivated by the desire to avenge his father. He often challenged Askeladd to combat. He then gained the strength necessary to defeat some of the Vinland Saga's most powerful figures and accomplish his goals. Shinichi Izumi, the main character of Parasite, starts out as a shy and terrified student who is constantly bullied by his classmates. When an alien parasite tries to enter his body but is unsuccessful, he experiences an amazing metamorphosis. He keeps his human features while gaining superhuman abilities, such as greater strength, speed, agility, and the capacity to turn his right hand into a lethal weapon. This is possible since the parasite exclusively takes control of his right hand. Izumi creates a link with his parasite and becomes an expert fighter and strategist, showing how adversity can bring out one's inner strength and courage, and how regular people may transform into heroic figures in the face of danger. A shy and weak little kid named Simon lives in the action-packed environment of Gurren Lagann's underground village. He discovers a mysterious thing that is the key to the legendary Lagann war relic one fateful day. Simon learns to fly Lagann with the aid of his adventurous buddy Kamina, using its strength to battle the Beastmen, humanoid creatures that cause devastation on the planet. Through their struggles, Simon's character grows from a nervous, insecure youngster into a brave, tenacious young man. Starting off as an orphan living on the streets, Atsushi Nakajima. He learns of his special talent, Beast Beyond the Moonlight, which turns him into a white tiger when he runs across the members of the armed detective agency. His friends and allies help him in harnessing and controlling his powers, even if he finds it difficult to do so during battle. In turn, Atsushi develops into a strong hero with more confidence and a feeling of purpose. He also increases his understanding of the supernatural world. Atsushi eventually became strong as a result of his determination and hard work. Yona is originally presented as a shielded and naive princess who is protected by Hawk, a childhood friend who serves as her bodyguard. Yona, however, goes on a transformational journey that sees her grow to become one of the most strong and capable characters in the series after the terrible death of her father and her following forced exile from the palace. Along the journey, she obtains a complete understanding of the political and social issues that her country is now experiencing, as well as the abilities needed to engage in combat, engage in hunting, and survive in the wild. Yona changes significantly physically and emotionally throughout her trip, becoming more confident, aggressive, and brave. She grows from a reliant princess to a powerful and skilled warrior who is completely capable of taking on any obstacle in her path.
And in the fifth, there lives the devil.
The protagonist of Black Clover, Asta, is a noisy and eager orphan with a strong will and an unbreakable spirit who aspires to be the Wizard King despite having no magic. He acquires a specific ability that enables him to counter-magically attack and neutralize magic as the story goes on. He gains enormous power through hard work and combat, earning the respect of his peers, other knights, and those he defends. Asta's growth from a weak and untrained fighter to a powerful and skilled warrior shows how determination, effort, and perseverance can conquer any obstacle. The once weakly built and silent student now changes into a half-ghoul after escaping a ghoul assault. He first finds it difficult to accept his new identity and abilities, but he endures and learns to manage them. Also, he develops incredible power, agility, and regeneration abilities, as well as the ability to control his cocoon. Ken has a deep awareness of the many problems relating to the cohabitation of humans and ghouls as the story goes on, including the fight for supremacy and control. He experiences major physical and psychological transformations, growing more secure, forceful, and determined to stand up for his convictions.